Hi, how you doing? Justin here. This lesson we're doing today is called triangles. It's a pretty weird little lick, this one. It's a bit kind of atonal, which means it doesn't really have a key. Only it does. I'm going to show it to you in the key of A. But the idea of it is atonal. And the reason it's called triangles, funny kind of long story for a friend of mine who had taken far too much acid and really cooked his brain. He really couldn't function properly, and it's pretty kind of sad, really. It's not like, you know, look at my cool friend who's taken too much acid. You know, he spends a lot of time in hospital. And but we still get to jam now and then. And he did this lick once, and it really just blew me out. We were just kind of jamming. I can't remember what exactly. I think it was funk. And he played this lick. And I was like, man, what was that lick? That was really cool. And he said, man, I'm just playing the triangles. And I went, what do you mean? And he showed me. And it was, he'd made up little triangle shapes on the guitar neck, and he was playing them. Now, it shouldn't really work because it's not musical, is it? Playing triangles on your guitar neck. But sometimes weird stuff like that does work. A lot of Van Halen stuff, funny enough, it's pretty fun. He's not doing the triangles thing, right? But a lot of times what he plays are patterns. So it's not like strictly sticking to the scale. He's just playing a particular, you know, lick or whatever, a group of frets that he likes the look of, that he can play quick and then playing it real fast, you know. And it sounds cool. None of us go, whoa, that fourth note there, that wasn't in the scale. That doesn't happen, does it? You know. So part of the reason I'm showing you this lick is to get you used to that idea that you don't always have to be using the proper notes and the proper scale. It just sometimes stuff sounds cool, and that's okay. You know, it's cool if things sound good and they don't stick to the rules sometimes, you know. So, okay, plenty enough talking from me. Let's get to a close-up and have a look at some triangles. Okay, here it is a bit slower. Now, the triangle is here. It's made up, if we kind of play dot to dot on the guitar, we had the 5th fret on the thinner string, the 7th fret on the thinner string, and the 6th fret on the 2nd string. If we kind of joined up those dots, if you like, we'd have a little triangle. And that's exactly what you play in this lick. So 5th fret, 7th fret, 6th fret on the next string over, and then back to the note you started on. That's it. That's the 16th notes, one beat group. Down, up, picking. Then you move exactly the same thing toward the sky, one string. Like so, we're starting now with the 1st finger on the 5th fret of the 2nd string. Then we move the whole shape up 1 fret. So we're now starting with the 1st finger in the 6th fret of the 2nd string. Then we move it toward the sky, 1 string. So now 1st finger is in the 6th fret of the 3rd string. Then we move it up 1 fret toward the sky 1. And that's, we're just finishing on the A. We're starting and finishing on the A because it kind of gives it some kind of sense of tonality, you know, so it sounds like it's, you know, based around the A. One more time. Okay, now I'm going to take it right out. pretty sure you're going to have a lot of fun exploring this little triangle idea. Maybe you could try and make up circles or squares and see where that gets you. It's a kind of a big deal, this really, what I'm kind of touching on here, which is the idea of atonality, of not being restricted to a particular scale or a particular sound or an arpeggio or anything like that. It's just what sounds good. And that's really important, because that's really what music boils down to. It's not about scales and arpeggios and stuff. It's about what sounds good, because we listen to music. We don't look at it and we don't, well, we can analyze it, but we don't have to. It's just really about what sounds good. So try and, you know, explore that a little bit. See if you can try sometimes notes that you think are the wrong notes, because sometimes they might be a good note. Big deal, big concept, something I'm going to talk about more in complete lessons, not really in a little lick lesson. I'm going to try and explore that one. That would be a huge can of worms to tip out all over this video. So I'm not going to go there any more than I have already. Hope you enjoyed that. Have fun with it, and I'll see you for another lick or lesson very soon. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.